Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Looks really beautiful.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that video because that was actually the video that you almost never saw. If you saw my community post, I posted the short version, but I might as well tell you the long version of the story. So there I was. I just finished shooting me walking onto the trailhead. I reviewed the footage on the camera and I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty good. So then I put my camera down and then I reached in my bag, grabbed my keys, unlocked my car, put my bag in my trunk and drove away. And I completely forgot that I left my camera on the side of the road. But within like 5 minutes or so, I drove back to find it and I could not find it. And I had no idea what happened to it. I looked all over all the places I'd recently been because I had no idea exactly what happened. And then eventually I was like, well, apparently it got stolen. So I just drove away, really bummed. And then I posted on a Reddit forum for the Adirondacks that I lost my camera, and somebody said maybe I should contact the Mountaineer, which is a store up in the Adirondacks where you can get like hiking, camping supplies, stuff like that. Apparently sometimes people drop stuff off there for lost and found. So I called them and they actually said that they didn't have it, but they heard recently that the Facebook for the town of Keene, which is the town that I was hiking in, posted on their Facebook page that they had a camera. So I called the town hall and then they said they did have a camera and I had to describe it to make sure that it was mine. And I described it and they told me it was mine and like, oh my God, I cannot tell you what a weight that was lifted off my chest. It was about a $4,000 weight lifted off my chest. So, also like, I mean, the footage was just like priceless. Not that it was like super incredible, but just like it was something that I shot and I was really, really looking forward to seeing the photos and the videos. And for a while I thought that I would just never see those. And it just meant the world to me that I could actually find everything again. So I'm just really, really happy that I was able to share this with you guys because, again, this was the video that almost never happened. So now to get that out of the way, I just wanted to talk about why I hiked starting at like 4 in the morning because basically I can't really sleep when I go camping, which I guess kind of makes sense because I just can't get as comfortable as I can in my 12-inch thick queen mattress at home when I'm sleeping on a relatively narrow, it was like, as far as camping pads go, it's actually like pretty comfortable, but it's not gonna be a bed. So I just can't really ever get comfortable. But I was like, you know what? I could just be staring at the ceiling of this tent for the next couple hours until the sun comes up, or I could start hiking up a mountain and watch the sun come up from the top. So that's exactly what I decided to do. Actually, although I got to the trailhead by like 4:30, at about 3:30, I actually started looking at the map in my tent because I actually had to print it out, or not print it out, I bought a map, a physical map in 2020. And I was just figuring out what I wanted to do before I decided on hiking Giant Mountain. And that's actually the name of the mountain. It's called Giant Mountain because it's that big. And I think this actually might be my first mountain that I've ever climbed. The reason I say might is because I did do a hike in Colorado last year, actually around this time. I don't know if that's considered a mountain. We hiked up to a place called Devil's Causeway. I don't know what a causeway is, but so that may or may not be my first mountain. If not, it's my second. Yeah, either way, it was really fun, but really, really challenging. When I got about halfway up, like when I got to like probably the second or third view that was like really cool that you guys saw, like there was like always breaks in the trees where you could see everything. I was just like, you know what, like I could just hike up to here and like that'd be good. Like I can see like a pretty good view from here, but then I was like, I should just keep going. So it was just one of the most physically and mentally challenging things I've ever done because like I said, I could have just turned around like halfway up and because the view was already really good and I was really tired. But I kept going and I'm really glad that I did because the view was totally worth it. Although I don't recommend that other people start hiking their hikes at night because as you could see when I was hiking up the mountain, it was pretty treacherous in the dark. I would say it's probably less treacherous going up the mountain than going down, so I would rather hike up in the dark and then hike down during the day. That'd just be my preference. But I'm really glad that I did it, and I have a lot of hikes planned in the very near future because I want to take advantage of the peak foliage that we're having in New York right now. And it's kind of killing me because last week I had a lot of car issues, but now I finally have that resolved. But yeah, like I said, it was killing me because I was like, the leaves are falling off and now my car decides to die. So now I have all that resolved and I have a bunch of trips planned. So I'm really looking forward to that, and I hope to see you guys in the next video of whatever fall foliage type of video I post. So
Oh, whoops.